everyone? Hey, and welcome back to yet another episode of battlerapresume, yet another preview of yet another awesome event. 2017 has been a bumper year in terms of quality, in terms of leagues. The amount of leagues that have sprouted in the last couple of months is crazy. You know, we're in boom times here, and I'm celebrating because we're doing this Code Red preview. The card is incredible. It's a rare event that kicks off with the main event being me and Briggzy. Not a lot of leagues do that, but like I appreciate it. You know, it's very gracious.
Facts.
And we're talking about Code Red. You talk about Code Red, you got to talk about Jaqq. Danny, how's it going, man?
Oh yeah, very good, very good. Bit ill, but no, I'm all good.
You are ill on the mic.
Oh yeah, I am. I'm getting there. I'm getting better. But
you did some like karaoke brunch thing. You were like
man,
like a rap star.
Yeah, it's crazy. I went. It was my girlfriend's birthday. Me and my girlfriend did stand up by Ludacris, so that went down sick. Then I got on stage with I think my girlfriend's cousin, and they were doing Stormzy, Big for Your Boots.
Right.
And they got to the chorus, and then they got to the verse, and I literally forgot it, and the beat was just playing. So I just thought, fuck it, and started spitting my own bars, and the place went insane. And then got reload. Then they kicked me off because you're not allowed to spit your own bars.
Right.
But it was fun as fuck. Yeah.
So you can just go up there and do tracks, like that's awesome.
Yeah, it's really good. It's, shout out Hip Hop Brunch. They got a great thing going. They do it every week. Every week and every month. You have to book, obviously, way beforehand. And then it's a secret London location. They reveal it the Tuesday before the event. And then you go there, get 3-course meal, free alcohol for an hour. And it's just like hip-hop music, obviously. And then hip-hop karaoke for the last hour and a half. It's so fun.
Holy shit, man. Did you see any, burgeoning superstars on the mic there? Or?
Oh, man. It's quite cool, actually, because you get quite a few B-list celebrities there. So I saw Dynamo, that magician.
Right, shit, okay.
He was there. And then I saw a few other people that I don't know who they are, but sure. They were verified on Twitter, so they must be someone. So I saw them get shouted out by Hip Hop Brunch. So it does attract quite a few people. And there were some recognizable faces that I've seen in amongst the rap scene, but not like rappers, maybe like friends of rappers or not producers, but someone within a collective of a rapper. Because I saw a few guys there that I'm like, I've seen you somewhere, maybe on a Grime Daily video, or something. But yeah, no, it's really good, really good time.
And you've been basking to a certain extent post Next in Line 2, which was I was at. A lot of people are learning now because the videos are being uploaded. There was an incredible event. A wonderful span of battles so far. The trio that have came out have been insane. A lot of people how does Next in Line get topped? And it was equaled by Next in Line 2. It was a magnificent event. Yeah,
no, thank you as well. I'm very happy with that. I'm happy that we recreated the atmosphere from Next in Line 1 to it. I mean, you can obviously I don't think you can never have it the same because the reason why Next in Line 1 was so special was because no one expected it to be like that. So everyone was just sort of caught up in the, oh my god, this is insane for some reason. We don't even know why, but everyone's having such a good time. So everyone had high expectations for Next in Line 2. So everyone knew what could have happened. It's just a matter of if it could be recreated, and I think it was.
Yeah, certainly. And that what you brought, no one could predict really. That just kind of, that to be fair, Danny Jaqq, been battling and shout out Sarcastic Kid was your tryout.
No, my tryout was a guy called B-Cuz, who is now Floyd.
Oh, is that right? Floyd?
Yeah.
Shit, I'm remembering that for Mastermind. That's a good bit of trivia. Watch out, Kruger. Oh, Kruger and Gemini, I should say. Mastermind 3 is going to be those guys. So
you need to get me one soon. I want to get on them.
We should get you on, yeah. I guess you and Frankie's the obvious kind of pairing, I suppose. That would be pretty good.
That'd be a laugh.
That would be good.
But yeah, what was I saying? What were you saying?
I just want to do a more random pairing, like Kruger Gemini. I want to be like, okay, it's Danny Jaqq and Bill Collector, Mastermind. So whatever, Who had the burner? It's just like, people can. We saw, incredible events that you put on, the knack you had for it, the vibe you were generating. So even if the mothership is going down, you're going to keep doing events, aren't you? We're going to have something like Jaqq. Is that kind of your company, or?
Yeah, Jaqq. Jaqq is my company. So my new limited company. That's basically the big branch, I guess the new mothership, but not for battle rap. Obviously, Code Red is a Jaqq product. So that's one thing, and then but there's other. I'm going to do like I'm going to do music events completely separate from battle rap. I'm going to do like music nights, try to work with like South Point and other labels, stuff like that. Try and get some like just music nights, and then I also want to try and get a label underway, but that will take a while.
Okay. Maybe maybe catering.
Yeah, maybe could
Jaqq
do. Never know.
Maybe.
Yeah, Jaqq, get the food in.
Yeah. Okay.
Kovu is a good cook. He's a great cook.
Shout out Sleepy Man. Sorry about the Shox battle when it comes off. I always get heated. But so Code Red. You mentioned like coming up with a name. How was this decided?
You know what? Like it was me and Craig and Ryan,
staff
originally.
members.
Yeah, for sure. Big up Craig. Craig is the co-director of Jaqq and Code Red. Me and Craig and Ryan were talking about the name, trying to find a name for the league, and we had loads of different names for leagues. We had for this league, we had some of the examples like something like the Pit or something, and then there was Lockdown, Lockdown Battle League. Yeah, like really.
LBL.
For real. Like, let's be real. Like every league name is trash. Like it's really hard to find a good.
Don't Flop's a good one.
Don't Flop is only a good one because it's Don't Flop. I think if Don't Flop came around now, people would be like, "This is a terrible name." I think I remember a conversation with Rowan about that exact thing.
Don't mention his name. We're not supposed to mention his name.
My bad.
He should not be multied on.
He should not be named. And I had a conversation about that, and I'm pretty sure we both came to an agreement that there's a name that he thought when he was younger. So yeah, even Don't Flop isn't that good a name, but it became.
I thought with King of the Dot. I think King of the Dot's kind of badass.
King of the Dot's a good name. That is a good name. But so is URL.
URL. Yeah.
I think URL's like what it says on the tin. So
I like No Coast. I think it's quite a successful, rootsy Minnesotan kind of.
Yeah. iBow as well. I like iBow.
iBow. I mean, yeah. Even RBE. It's just certain formations of letters can just sound badass, like RBE.
Yeah, for sure.
What does it mean?
But then King. Obviously, you can't really put King of the Ronalds as a bad one because it's a clear parody. I'm not even going to go into the names I think are bad before I get in trouble.
Okay. But choosing a name, you have to think in terms of Twitter, don't you? So obviously you guys have sort of got the alarm emoji. It's like you sort of have to claim an emoji with your brand now.
Oh yeah, that Code Red, I liked it because it's like it's easy to brand. There's so many ways you can brand it especially with event names, and also like you said with the Twitter, we wanted our Twitter and Facebook to be just at Code Red, but that's obviously been taken by someone because it's not an original name at all. So that's why we slapped. It's quite a funny story actually. I didn't have any say in the word culture being added to it. I must have went out for a night out, and then this is after we got Briggzy on the team. So Briggzy, Craig, and Ryan were talking about the Twitter handle. I was out for something, so I couldn't chat to them. I couldn't be involved in this discussion. I woke up in the morning with an Instagram and a Twitter and a whole new name to what I started in the first place.
Right.
So I was like, you know what? Cool. Like, you guys have taken this and made it, so I'm going to run with it. You guys take credit for this. But yeah, I actually quite like the name Code Red Culture.
Yeah, definitely. And you mentioned the team before, Craig, Briggzy, Ryan. Like, how did it germinate? When did it start for you, the thinking about starting your own thing?
Oh, yeah, me and Ryan have been talking about it for ages, man. It's just finding the right time to, tell Don't Flop we're off. But luckily, I say luckily, selfishly, luckily, when Don't Flop went under, that seemed like the prime opportunity to, cut ties. Not cut ties, but, do our own thing. Because me and Ryan wanted to do our own thing anyway, which is... Don't Flop gave us a good experience, but we never intended to stay with Don't Flop forever. So me and Ryan were planning to do something for a while, and then Craig was heavily involved in X&9 too. He started getting more involved with the involvement in events from I think like Checkpoint, the last Checkpoint with Calico. He's the one that funded Calico's flight and stuff. So from there he wanted to get more involved, and then he funded Bender and E. Farrell, and in turn I gave him a cut of the event, and then and I've known Craig for over 10 years, so we're talking about it and saying we might as well just do this together. Like we've both got the means, I've got the name, I've got the I can start a league and people follow it just because of who I am, and then Craig's got the the financial backing with all that, and then all of our financial backing. I think we've got quite a strong foundation here. So yeah, that's how it all formed. Came about, really.
Ryan, man, I've got so much love for Ryan Morgan. You know, not only a great guy, just a gifted cameraman.
Yeah, I got a lot of love for Ryan, man. A lot of love. I've known him since for a few years as well, like through Don't Flop. So it's quite weird to think that, you know, I've gone from seeing him as the guy that was just at events and stuff, and then later found out he was the guy in the house tour. So working alongside him.
Chichester Uni, man, represent.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, no, me and him have put
Dorm
on
life.
Next to line 1 and 2. So it's weird to think that me and Daddy Jaqq and Ryan Morgan is not a pairing I would ever think would be what we are now.
Which makes me question why you've involved the man Briggs in this beautiful partnership.
Oh, because me and Briggzy just work so well together with when we were in Don't Flop. We did, like North vs South, prime example of mine and Briggzy's work. Obviously, got involved later on, but that idea was born from mine and Briggzy's collective mind. And then, just from there, we agreed with a lot of things. Obviously, with the revival, I came down to Manchester, helped him co-host, and from there, we just realised like we both have the same sort of vision, we both have the same sort of ideas. And me and Briggzy, people like when on the Don't Flop, when Don't Flop's going down, or so to speak, I remember a lot of fans on the forums were just like, oh yeah, like Danny and Briggzy need to do their own thing. Danny and Briggzy are keeping it alive. Me and Briggzy were just like, well, we might as well just ride this wave forever and do this shit together. And obviously he's got his thing with Premier Battles, but that's been in the works for a lot longer than this. But like Briggzy said, it's not a league really, it's like a tournament. So he wanted to get involved in his own league. Actually, he said to me he wants to do his own events again, like bring back Revival. And I said to him, like, there's no point. What's the point in you doing a whole new thing and me doing a whole new thing when we've worked together for so long? You might as well just join Code Red. And I know it probably hurt his pride a bit to be like, well, I'm going to join Danny's team instead of do my own thing. But it's, you know, I assured him even that it's not like that. It's not like Danny's thing. It's just I started it, so I'm bringing the team together. It's our thing now. It's just my name on the paper, I guess.
And I mean, you know, not to get ahead of ourselves, but it's still in its infancy. You know, we're talking about this before the first event, before developing things. Like, this first event's so important, you know, more than any other event, really, that you'll throw in your history. You know, it really does define you to a certain level that Kruger versus DK in that Brighton storefront, one of the early Don't Flop videos, didn't really define it because obviously no one's really watching, but people are watching this. People are gauging, you know, theming. And to have it somewhere like Concrete, where really Don't Flop had its last big event. I don't know if there's some sort of metaphorical, you know, father-son. I don't know. I don't know what's playing out there. I'll let you draw those conclusions. But having it here rather than having it at, say, a Fiddler's, what was the strategy?
The card, in my mind, is just too big. I think, I mean, Fiddler's was good for next in line and stuff. And obviously, we've all seen it. And we could have done this in next in line. But, you know, we wanted to take Code Red away from the sort of small room training days thing. So we wanted to do an event, our first event, in a big venue to, you know, show that we're not just a small room thing. Or me personally, I'm not just a small room event person. So I wanted to throw, especially this card as well. We've got 3 internationals. You know, you got much every top tier battler at the moment. You know, bar a couple, and then. You know, in such a big card, we thought it would. We're confident in that it will bring more fans than what Next in Line would have done or did do. So that's why we took the risk in booking Concrete. The capacity is 3 times as big, but we're pretty confident. I think it's still early days. That's why we put the tickets out now. So we're hoping over the next 2 months we'll be able to shift. You know, a good few of them.
Yeah, I should say, obviously go on to Code Red Culture's website. You can get tickets. It's January 20th. We're going to go through the card now, but you definitely should support. And, you know, if anything, to support the boy Soliloquy to a certain extent. You know, I am so grateful, honestly, Danny and everyone in Code Red, for helping this battle happen. Definitely. It's kind of... We were saying just before we went there, like, it's kind of crazy how it's actually happened, and, you know, that I've sort of pushed for this fit, you know, whatever. It's had an effect, the desired effect. So, putting on this battle, like, is this going to be the first battle? Are we going to battle first, or?
No, it'll be Maverick and Josiah.
Really? To kick it off? Yeah.
yeah, just try out. You're not a tryout, so you
Right.
got placed above the card. Briggzy
Yeah.
is also not a tryout, so
Okay.
yeah, you'll be second.
Okay. Yeah. And bringing this battle in, it's kind of a gimmick battle, isn't it? To a certain extent. Why did you want to do it?
I was gonna be honest. When it was first brought to me, I was like, nah, like really. And then Briggzy, Briggzy made the fake. That trailer wasn't supposed to be the trailer. It was a fake one at first. And he put it on. He put it on the thing as a laugh, and then we saw the reaction. And Briggzy and Craig were like, "Danny, look at the reaction. Like these people are gassed." And I was like, "All right, like, cool, let's go." And they were like, "Let's go." And so we put it on the card, and then the fake troll trailer became the real trailer, and there we have it. And I'm actually looking forward to it now. I think it'll be a laugh.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. I'm definitely looking forward to it. I don't want to give too much away, but it was, it's been fun writing for this, and little while left really, and I'm excited to see what Briggzy comes up with, because battling whatever battle rap resume, there's lots to sort of just get into, and Briggzy's that sort of way anyway. So yeah, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be judged, 60-second rounds. It's not going to be too in depth for you bar fans who listen, but it'll be a fun bit of mislaying, if nothing else.
Definitely, it's nice to have a bit of a variety on the card, with the main events being so sort of heavy.
Oh yeah.
This is quite a light-hearted, fun one. So yeah,
I'm hoping Trevor isn't there. I don't want to see Real Deal watch me battling. I don't want him to have to suffer that indignity.
Real Deal and Jimz.
Jimz, man. There's a recap. Shout out getting Jimz on the fucking Jimz. Come on, Battle Rap Resume. By the way, I've asked you quite a few times now. It would be dope to have Jimz. I've got some dope guests coming up. I should say number 100 is coming up next week. There's been a little bit of a break, but that's going to be a really, really good one. So yeah, I'm battling Briggzy. Me and Briggzy are going to do the face off with Gemini hopefully soon. And if you want to know more about that, check that on the channel. Let's go up the card. You mentioned the first battle, which we've kind of skipped over in favour of my ego briefly. Maverick versus Josiah, though, was the first battle. This had a bit of an unfortunate happening at Next in Line 2, no?
Yeah, last minute, very last minute, the battle got cancelled. Very rare occasion of the battle getting cancelled when they're both there. But yeah, it didn't go down for personal reasons. And then, we moved it to Code Red. And yeah, so I'm looking forward to it. I think with the extra prep time, and especially now with this sort of, it didn't happen at Next in Line, that's a whole new angle for the both of them. So I think it's going to create some sort of more hype, I hope. Obviously, Josiah Matrix is one of the most anticipated tryouts and most requested tryouts for the last few years. He's been offered tryout after tryout after tryout for years, and he's always said no. So I feel quite honoured that it was me that finally got him to say yes. And obviously, Maverick has been smashing it this last year. One of my favourite new guys in the scene for sure. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. It should be very, very good. Josiah is a great rapper. Maverick's a great rapper, a great battler. So yeah, style-wise, I think it should be great.
Yeah, I agree. Technically, it's going to be a very impressive battle, really compelling battle. It's been long gestating as well, so that can often give an edge in the delivery. Really excited for this one. Kinell versus J Dillon. It's one of those matchups that you're just like, of course. I'm sure people back in the day were like, oh, of course O'Shea's going to battle Bowski. You know what I mean? Of course certain things are going to happen. Of course Kinell's going to come against J Dillon.
Oh, God, yeah. It's so... It was supposed to go down at Revival, I think. And then it got... Yeah, and then we obviously... Revival, ironically, died. And,
right.
So, yeah, we moved over to Code Red. And then, I'm looking forward to it, man. J Dillon has been... I think he peaked 2015, I think. And sort of dropped a bit stock wise in 2016, not in quality, but I think people just sort of lost a little bit of interest in him in 2016, I think, or this year. So coming up to the end, is it this? Well, we're in 2017. What am I talking about? So yeah, no, he's been a bit quiet this year. He hasn't really battled as much, and now he's coming back on Code Red against Kinell, who's had a great 2016 and great 2017. I think now people are more excited to see J Dillon again because people have seen Kinell's style, and the comparison's been drawn many a time. And now the original's back. Everyone's like, oh shit. So yeah, this is in a perfect matchup in my eyes. I'm glad to see J Dillon back after a while away. I missed his style definitely, and obviously Kinell's got a lot to prove, especially with the year he's had and a lot of the comparisons drawn between the two. Should be good. Should be very, very good.
Who's writing do you prefer? It's tough.
Yeah, it's quite hard, man. Like, I really like, you know what? I think preference-wise, I'm going to say J Dillon just because I prefer punchlines more than anything. But Kinell, I love Kinell stuff. I love this, just how out of the box it is, and so he's really creative as well. He just says some hilarious stuff. But if we're talking battles, then I'm going to go with J Dillon because he punches a lot more and is quite, again, creative with it. But it's just punch, punch, punch. That's how he writes. He's he's like the battle rap's Milton Jones. You know what I mean? There's nothing.
Yeah.
There's nothing more than the two liners. It's like this. No scheme. It's just one line, and that he's very good at that. So I like J Dillon for that.
Fair to say, J Dillon kind of bodied you.
Oh god, yeah, he killed me, boy.
I liked your Rugrat scheme against him though. That was pretty strong.
Oh, that battle, man. Oh man, I wish I battled him now. Now I don't really care as much, just because I think I took it way too seriously and he just sort of bodied me because I tried to break him down and stuff, which is not what I'm known for at all. I should have just got in there and done me really. But I had the Rugrat scheme. That was fun.
Yeah.
I'm not making excuses, but I did get dumped that day, so blame my ex. But, I got bodied by her and him in the same day. It was a rough day. But yeah, I like that battle. It was quite fun. Obviously, the infamous George Clement line.
Got her up at his throne.
Yeah, man, that was rough. I think that might be the most hard hitting punchline I've ever been victim of. Yeah.
It's J Dillon all over that line, but there's something about it that makes it explode like an Umbro sign.
Yeah, literally. I don't know. Oh man, it's so good.
Yeah.
So I remember at the start of my third round, I was like, I'm getting killed, bro. I'm getting zipped up. I remember said that to the camera as well.
And obviously, I love Kinell. Battle Resume loves Kinell, and it's great to see him getting the opportunities, to go in front of different sort of crowds. It's a shame the Don't Flop thing hasn't really worked out with Dank. It's not really got released properly. I got a lot of love for King of the Ronalds, despite what Mickey might say. But part of what people want, I'm afraid, is to perform in front of a crowd who'll listen and be recorded on good quality cameras, and that isn't a slight at King of Ronalds. This is what battlers have told me. This is a reality. You put all this time, all this effort into rehearsing. Someone as brilliant as Kinell. Not that he's deteriorated because of King of Ronalds. He's flourished because of it, but he deserves, what I'm sure. And Bagnall's recording this, right?
God, yeah. I think Bagnall will probably record all of our events.
Wow.
Yeah, he said he's down to do them all. So. Yeah, man. He's part of the external team. He's so supportive as well. Shout out Bagnall, shout out Kruger. They've supported Code Red since it was just an idea in the back of my head. They have really been there from the start. They really, really, really have been so supportive. When I first came up with the idea of Code Red, I told them about it and asked them to be involved actually, and they both said yes. But realistically, it's not going to be as possible as I'd like them to be because they've got Unilad stuff. So. When the event organisation, they're not really involved in too tough. I let them know what's going on, but they just say, "Oh, sick." But I'd love them to be part of the team on the day of these things. All Kruger has to do is stand there really next to me and be Kruger, and Bagnall films and edits and stuff. I'm glad they're on the team. But I've got sidetracked. Yeah, big up there.
Cojay is back.
Sorry, really, really quickly.
Yeah.
In reference to the Mickey episode,
right?
I've never laughed so much when Mickey was like, when you look down all your thumbnails, do you know who it is in them thumbnails? Me. That is Battle Rap Resume quote of all time. You need to put, if you ever do a top 10 moment, that needs to be in it. The timing of how he said that, it's like he left a gap for us to say who, and then he just goes, me. Oh, gold.
Oh man. Oh yeah. Thanks to everyone for listening to that episode. It was it's been received well. So I think someone commented on it today saying like, I didn't expect to hear all this beef on this episode. I just clicked on it randomly, and it does kind of get angry and then calms and then we're friends and then it just argues. Yeah, it was.
No, that is Mickey. That is Mickey all over. Like I've known that guy for a few years now, and I swear to God, we've gone from him wanting to fuck me up to hugging me in events to hating me again to loving me again. Like that is literally our entire relationship. Like last time I saw him was at the event, at his last event, and I think that's the first time we've actually stood there. I think he said it in your interview.
Yeah.
Or in the Sarcasm City interview. He said it's the first time we've sat with him or stood with him, and he shook my hand and said, let's put everything behind us. Like, I've got a lot of love for you. I've got a lot of respect for you. I was like, yeah, me too. And we put it all done. I think that's the first time it's ever happened with me and Mickey. Normally, it's just like one extreme or the other. Now it's like on a sort of mutual, respectful playing ground. So shout out Mickey. But yeah, that doesn't surprise me that your episode went up and down like that. That's worthless all over.
Cojay versus Blain. Someone like Blain obviously showed out fantastically on his last visit. Someone like Cojay is lethal when he's in the mood to be. This could be a real barnstormer.
Oh man, this is stylistically perfect in my eyes. I don't know. It's a shame again people didn't get to see Blain on Don't Flop. He decisively beat Jokestar in my opinion, and he just raps so damn well. Jesus Christ, he's so good. So when I was thinking about who to put him up against in the UK, I wanted to put him up against someone that can rap. I mean, not just say sick punchlines in a good way. I want someone that can stand in the ring and really fucking rap. And one of the best to do that is Cojay. So I was like, yeah, this is crazy. Plus, as well, like Cojay with his American accent and Blain with his South African accent. I thought that's quite nice.
yeah. It's quite the mismatch. Frankie is obviously, since the Bender performance, is really on the run of his life at the moment in terms of skill, in terms of adoration, in terms of reaction that he's getting. Everyone's saying top tier. Him versus Dialect, this could be a tipping point, I guess.
Make or break, man. I think it's make or break for both of them. Maybe more Frank, more so. But even with Dialect, like Dialect has had his top tier run,
sure,
and then sort of lost his stock a bit, and now the scoop battle, people are saying he's back. So for him to come up against someone that is, coming into their top tier run and wants to stay there, obviously, it's quite, it's for both of them, it's make or break. If Frankie bodies Dialect, then Dialect is literally, people will just think Dialect's a one-hit pony. Like, he had one good showing again, but Frankie kills him now. Dialect's back to where he started. But if Dialect kills Frankie, it will kill all of his momentum. So they both have a lot to take, especially with it's gonna be crazy.
I mean, if Dialect's in his scoop form, it's like, watch out.
Yeah, but I mean, even if Dialect is in his scoop form, if Frankie's in his Bender form, it literally could go either way. It will come down strictly to their content, their performance, everything like that. If one of them even falls off for a second, that's it in my eyes. I think this is probably like the most heavily contested battle on the card. I think the most is on the line for both of them, especially in this new climate.
Yeah, and I want to thank Dialect quickly for my Mary Shelley Frankenstein moment that he gave me. That being me creating something and it staring me back in the face in some weird way, where he had a Tom Quee punch, which I think the first time my name's actually been multied in a battle. So it was a unique life achievement unlocked to a certain extent. So shout out to Dialect for doing that. That was awesome. Shox versus Bobby Rex.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, I literally worship at the altar of Shox. I think he's one of the greatest battlers ever. I love his style. Bobby Rex equally. Bobby, I always say the same thing about you, and it's still kind of true. Your freestyle videos, your stuff you do, with anyone on beat is incredible. You're one of the most gifted people I've ever seen. Like rhythmically, like lyrically. Imagine the battle with Roars was awesome. That singing sort of disaster piece, you just incredible in it. Didn't you Spice Girls beat or something crazy? But I think Shox is just more complete. As someone with weapons in store, and maybe he'll dismantle Bobby. I don't know.
No, you never know, man. You never know. I think again, it's like Frankie. Bobby's on the run of his life with King of the Dot. He's got momentum on his side. But yeah, it's no secret. Shox is one of the best to ever,
He's champ.
Yeah, he is. Oh yeah, exactly.
He's
It's good point proven. And the dude beat Soul for fuck's sake.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless of what happened with Shox and Jem, at the end of the day, Shox is still the man. Shox still beats Soul. Shox, he's killing the game. So yeah, up against Bobby's and the run of his life, I think this is going to be Bobby's biggest challenge for sure. Like 100%. I don't think Bobby has battled a bigger challenge.
Obviously, I rate Bobby as a battler, and I haven't seen, his recent performance. His King of the Dot performance was apparently incredible. So shout out to that. I know they want to get him back. But I just, maybe a bit of a Shox fanboy. I don't know. I really rate Shox going into this. A matchup that I just think's brilliant. In fact, before we get into Jimz, what happened to Tony versus C?
I can just say it, I guess. Oh yeah, C had to pull out.
Right.
Yeah, C had to pull out, which is a shame. I was really, really looking forward to that. I'm just going to be honest. I'm not even too sure it'll be rearranged, which is a shame. But he pulled out a long time ago. It's been a while. It's just been really frustrating promoting this event with Tony and C at the top of the card when for weeks it was never happening. So we struggled to find a replacement, and if I listed some of the names that we had in line but it didn't work for some reason because of timing, some of them said they'll do it down the line. Man, you would lose your mind. I'll give you one name, just to and this is someone that they've said that they will come out here and do it. They just couldn't do it at the time. It was Pass. Tony and Pass. So
Town business.
Town business, baby. So yeah, that is one thing that that's one battle that will go down in Code Red somewhere down the line. I'm saying that now because if I see any of the league try to book it, I'm gonna fuck you up.
I think Pass is one of the Premier League battlers.
Oh man, maybe
he's substitute.
Substitute.
Jimz, obviously Jimz is this megastar. Like me, battle rap celebrity to a certain extent. Huge.
Nice.
I said that on an episode, I think with you actually. I think the last episode with you, I called myself battle rap celebrity, ironically, and loads of people got really arsey in the comments as if I care, and also as if I meant it as well. It was, but whatever. You know who you are. But Jimz is bona fide, completely. And it's awesome to see that his ascension as a vlogger, doing his recaps, you wasn't there, which are fucking awesome. Love those things. Always check them out after events. He's fucking at everything, whether on pay-per-view or there. Mostly he's there in person, and he's gone to greater heights. Battled DNA, battled Hoffa. He's battled lots of people recently on King of the Dot and further. Getting a huge name for himself. Him battling Tony D, it's yet another kind of ascension for him. This could be a fucking massive battle.
Oh yeah, man! It's like we really wanted to, do something new. Not really book a battle that everyone would be like, "Oh yeah, cool." We wanted something. We wanted to bring a new international over for damn sure. That was our main goal. Bring someone new, bring someone current. Popping. This whole card is based off people that are currently killing it, not killed it in 2012 once and then. We're not trying to do bring back returns and nostalgia. We're trying to move damn forward. You know what I mean? So we could have done Tony. Obviously, Tony and Pass doesn't really reflect that, but we were desperate, I guess. And then, when the Jimz idea came in, I was like, yeah, that's it. I mean, why did we not think of that earlier? This is what Code Red is about. Moving forward. Bringing new things to the scene. So yeah, I'm probably more excited about this than I was about the C battle or the potential battles that we tried to get before Jimz.
How does Tony tackle Jimz?
I'm not going to say what Tony said when I offered it to him, but I've got a pretty good idea. It's going to be a very good, a very honest battle. So I think Tony's got it kind of planned. But I think they both got a lot to say to each other, man. Jimz is obviously, like he said, coming over here, battling a veteran over here. He's popping over there, battling a vet, newcomer. There's always that newcomer talking to the old head angle, and then Tony's got the same sort of thing back to him. So yeah, no, I think Tony can tackle Jimz quite well, but also I think Jimz is one of the only people that can tackle Tony's sort of personality. Tony can outcool a lot of people, but I think he'll struggle to do that with Jimz because Jimz is one of the coolest, bro.
Oh, hell yeah. And it's also exclusive that his debut overseas performance is with you guys.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, that's another thing. I always forget about that little fact. People always remind me, like, it's crazy that Jim's UK debut was on your league, and I'm like, oh shit, yeah, that's true. But yeah, no, it's cool, very cool.
It's exciting. Looking forward to meeting Jimz. And yeah, that's going to be yeah, it's crazy. It is fucking crazy that Jimz is going over. It's very fucking cool that you pulled it off. And top of the card is Raptor versus Real Deal.
Oh yeah.
What was what was the thinking?
If I remember correctly, this was... Oh yeah, this is a replacement battle as well. This was a battle that never even got to announcement stage. We were gonna... actually, no, I won't say it because I'll probably book it down the line.
Okay.
But it was a good UK versus UK clash. It involved Raptor, so that's a little hint. But yeah, that can go down due to clashes with other stuff. And then, so yeah, we had to find someone for Raptor. Raptor really wanted a battle code red. Raptor, big up Raptor every time. He's he's promised us great performances. He's promised us that he's got, like, this is the league that he wants to be part of. You know what I mean? So that's
why?
A big. I think maybe because, well, me and Raptor get on quite well. Briggsy's part of the team, so that's probably a big reason why. And yeah, but I think he just seems to respect. Obviously, I'm not saying he disrespects any other league. I don't know what happened with Craft D.
Right.
I'm not too sure. I'm not going to talk about why he did that. I'm not going to imply that he disrespects Chalked Out. But
yeah. Ginger, was it Virgin?
I told him. No, Ginger Virgin Poet. No, wow. That's hilarious. I can't even front. But I said to him, yeah, we'll book you, we'll get you Real Deal, but we can't have you doing what you did over there. Like, not on this card. And he was very, very certain, like, very, very, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, certain that he wouldn't do it. And, like, obviously Briggzy saying that he won't, he's going to, bring him down to London by himself and look after him, make sure he doesn't go out the night before. But Raptor seems very, very determined, very passionate about how he wants to, be respectful. And I think also as well because I think his criminal record or something expires for he can go to Canada, so I think he wants to try and push himself to get booked for World Dom or something. So I think he's going to take it quite seriously.
And Real Deal as well, you never get a bad performance from this guy.
Yeah, no, I have no worry for Real Deal. Real Deal smashes it wherever but that guy can battle. That guy could battle fantastic and still smash it. You know what I mean? Like he'll battle anywhere, anyone, and he'll just put in, the classic top tier Real Deal that we always see. So if we get a top tier Raptor and a top tier Real Deal against one another, then that's why it has to be top of the card.
Pay per view? Is that happening?
Oh god, yeah, definitely.
Awesome.
I got Nando's to eat, boy.
Word. Good reference. Saturday, 20th of January, so it's a little bit away, about 2 months or so away. So definitely pick up your tickets. This card is fucking unbelievable. Seriously good. You can get tickets for £15 now, so it's really reasonable. This is at Concrete, Shoreditch High Street. From 1 o'clock, 18. I'm just reading out the flyer for you now, but all the links will be down below in the description where you can pick up the tickets. You can see, me battle Briggzy, but more importantly, J Dillon and Kinell, Josiah and Maverick, Cojay and Blain, Frankie and Dialect, Shox versus Bobby. If the card ended there, it'd be like, oh, that's an incredible card. But no, Tony D versus Jimz and Raptor versus Real Deal right at the top.
Insane.
Unbelievable.
That is fucking sick.
Yeah.
Oh man. Big up me, man.
Hell yeah. Big up Jaqq. Big up Jaqq.
Yeah, bro. Nah, honestly, like, big up the whole team, man. I'm really happy with what we've built here. Yes, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be really fucking cool to work with the team that I have for the first time as a proper team. And yeah, man, I've got a lot of love for the guys, and they've put in a lot of work. So big up them. Please, yeah, like I said, www.coderedculture.co.uk. Buy tickets. They will go up in price after this batch is sold. So. Get them now.
Yeah.
Get them now.
Yeah. There is, as I say, all the links in the description below. Of course, obviously follow the show at battlerapresume. Send us an email, battlerapresume@gmail.com if you want to come on. Patreon, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Final thing, I'm just interested in, Danny, I'm not going to say you're rivals, because of course, Battle Rap's a very genial place now, a very, very friendly environment, but Chalked Out, incredible league, run by great people. They've had 3 events in the span. You've probably had one and a bit. Are you kind of aware of that, or?
Yeah. I'm aware. Fuck them, innit? I'm joking. Nah, yeah, they put in work, man. They killed it. And when did they start? They must have started around the same time as Next in Line, didn't they? Or was it just before? No, their first
Just
event was the
after.
week after, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Bloody hell. Wait, no,
Yeah.
so how many events did they had? One.
One so far, two in like 2 weeks.
Oh, okay, so they got chalked out. Oh yeah, they got chalked out two, and then they got three. Yeah, coming up
Three's
soon.
in like
Oh,
February, March. Yeah.
oh yeah, so they've announced more dates.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. No,
So.
yeah, that's cool. Big up them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to sound. I'm trying to sound as.
I'm just interested because, like, the mechanics of running the league, being aware of this kind of stuff, is a lot more than just booking battles.
Oh yeah, well we got dates as well, but we're just not announcing them as of yet.
Yeah.
That sounds really childish. We got dates as well, but yeah, no, yeah, no, their work rate is insane. They're doing very well, man. We're just things with us. We're focusing on launch codes because it is our launch event, funnily enough, and because of the size of it and the magnitude, we want to keep the focus solely on that. I did announce actually today though that we have a Manchester event in February.
Right.
So it'll be mid-February all around. Although actually Bowski told me the King of the Rolls have an event at the same time, so we might have to move it. But it will be in February. Yeah, that's going to be based on tryouts, and I don't want to use the word lower tier, but the up and comers, I guess.
Some would say you're creating a bloodline.
Some would say I am trying to.
Okay.
Big up UKBL as well. Them guys are
Non-existent.
Oh man, Cojay,
where you gone, bro?
Yeah, for real. Well done, bro.
Upload those battles, mate. You get that monetization.
Man. It started so well. I'm sure he'll bring it back. I know what Kojay's like, man.
Kojay's a man, yeah.
He's such he's a bit of a loose cannon, but he knows what he's doing. He'll be back. I have faith.
The greatest name flipper in the world as well. Unbelievably good at name flips.
For real, he's just good at rap.
Yeah. Well, Cojay is one of the many stars on this Code Red event. January, Saturday 20th. Get a ticket. I'll be there battling. Come say hi. You'll get 50% off if you quote. Actually, no, I don't have a quote here, but maybe BRI in the future. We could do a tie-in with the pay-per-view. But no, seriously, Dan, thanks for having you on. Your Twitter, your socials, anything you want to shill?
Yeah, my at Daddy Jaqq on Twitter, www.facebook.com/Daddy Jaqq on Facebook, SoundCloud, just Daddy Jaqq, all of that sort of stuff. Also, Code Red Culture on Facebook, at Code Red Culture on Twitter, at Code Red Culture on Instagram, at InstaJaqq on Instagram. I've got quite a lot in there. At South Point Music as well.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
big up every gang I'm in.
yeah. This has been great. I want to urge people again to pick up tickets. And Danny, thanks so much, man.
Oh yeah, thank you for having me, man. Anytime. Get me on that mastermind.